welcome back to Humblewood, our D&D campaign where all of us are cute woodland critters who sometimes do horrifying things. I have 4 players. I'm Abby, the GM, and they will go through and introduce themselves, their characters, and answer what their character's favorite color is and why they like it.
Oh man.
It's so simple, yet there's such nuance to this question. Oh, let's see. Ori will go first. Ori has a couple favorites, but depending on his mood, we'll say that generally his favorite is the green of spring, like of fresh tree leaves in the spring. But sometimes his favorite is the amber of a fresh glass of beer. Sometimes it's the white, freshly fallen snow. But generally he goes with green.
He's very seasonal, is Ori.
The season of beer.
The season, yeah, I know. One of those is a beer.
It's autumnal. Harvest time.
Oktoberfest.
It's always
There you
Oktoberfest
go.
when Ori's around. Every garden's a beer garden. Oh, I didn't say my name, I guess. I'm Sean. Hopefully you know me by now. If you don't, welcome. I popcorn, Connor.
See, I'm too busy reading the Wikipedia article for all these colors that I choose to.
Oh, are you gonna pick like chartreuse? But is it
No.
yellow chartreuse or green chartreuse?
So
We're gonna need a hex code.
Hi, I'm Connor. I'm
Oh,
Summer?
the hex code. Those don't exist yet.
He is a Vulpin rogue, the sane one of the group, and Rutherford's favorite color is a nice, understated, dark gray.
Why?
And why? Because it's nice and understated, very demure.
Light
Like,
gray, steel gray.
See, that's where Wikipedia has been leading me astray here, because I think I've settled in on Davies gray, but nobody knows what Davies gray is.
I'm imagining 1890s England soot gray.
Yes, I think that's a very accurate representation.
Please, sir, can I have some more? I've just made it out of the
so
coal
Oliver
mines.
Twist of you.
Rutherford longs to be a Dickensian character.
Me mammy's got the consumption.
Paul left us with the gambling debts and Maud died of consumption 2 summers ago. All right, popcorn Mungojerry.
I knew this was gonna happen. Mungojerry loves all colors, but if he was forced in a corner before crossing a bridge to decide what his favorite color is,
The bridge troll has asked you.
Why did the chicken cross the road to pick a favorite color?
under duress. I think he would say a Prussian blue. Oh, hi, I'm Sarah. I play Mungojerry.
we just are our characters. Okay, get over it.
I play Mungojerry the Bard extraordinaire. And yeah, Prussian blue. That's his color. Classy. Brings out like the amber gold of his feathers, which he's like always trying to look a little nice. He's a bard. He wants to look presentable. Bring out his natural coloring. And it wears really well if you spill a little tea on it, like not super visible. Can like whack it off and no one knows. Practical and flattering. All right, popcorn. The last person, Bohuckle.
Oh, I knew it. Hello, I'm Logan. I play Bohuckle. Let's see. I am the cleric of the group, the self-proclaimed sane one of the group. My favorite color would be, let's see, maybe it's like a banana yellow. We'll say there was like a nice flower that only grew in ash barrow, and then it burned down and it's extinct, so I'll never see it again.
Nice.
Well, on that note. All right.
On that note, Sean, what happened last time?
What happened last time? There are a couple major highlights, but mostly we snooped around to keep figuring out what was hexing poor Figgery Figgins, what's going on in this school, why there are weird gash marks in the tree, and there's some horrible monster running around. So we kind of all went our separate ways. Ori decided to start a new career as an art critic, and I think it's going very successfully. Surprisingly, though, this artwork was in fact the hidden entrance to some weird inner hallway, which I guess is kind of like maybe the servitors or like service people use. So we had, I guess Ori had found that, but before we really got into that hallway, we had been attacked by our own shadows, which I think is one of the more exciting things that happened. So someone's trying to kill us, which isn't really that unusual, I guess. But we are stalwart in our investigation and will not be stopped, even by our own selves, I guess. And we did send Rutherford off by himself, which we couldn't decide was a good or a bad tactical decision. Luckily, it turned out to be good, and Rutherford was able to discover both a unsettling group of servitors seemingly guarding a strange room with strange magical incantations, and then just a little bit past that, not very far, one would think it would be further away, we found ourselves face to face with the lovingly named, let's see, where is it hiding? The lovingly named Cobblefright. Which if you've not met one yourself yet, I'll enlighten you that it is a skeleton T-Rex bird that has 2 heads, except not this way, but this way.
It has 2 upper jaws, but not the way you think.
But not the way you think. There's a sort of strange vertical mirroring happening here. Anyways, at the sight of a Cobblefright, Rutherford returned to us safe and sound, where Ori was hired for breaking and entering, which he did astoundingly well. And upon breaking and entering, we found that our lovable librarian, Mordaine, well, I guess this is really what's up to debate this session, but there is a figure that looks like Mordaine that seems to be in some sort of magical stasis within this room, and yet there's also a Mordaine just outside of our secret trick painting doorway. So that's pretty much exactly where we left off, which is confronting this body of Mordaine.
That is exactly where you left off. So, Ori, you had just ripped through a door with your bare hands. And you found
They're owl hands, but
yeah,
it's okay.
I thought it was an owl.
No, owl bear hands.
That's offensive.
You found this owl standing upright. His eyes are closed, and he's surrounded by the gray energy. And if you touch it, it feels like jelly viscosity. It's thick.
She's thick.
Close that back up.
What you gonna do?
Close that back up. There's no closing this back up. I broke the door down. It's open for good. I mean, Bohuckle, you know magic. What is this?
Does this look like any magic I've ever seen?
Make an Arcana check.
Don't you have a spell? Or I guess Rutherford knows magic.
Rutherford does know magic.
We can sit here for 10 minutes. We're not under a time limit, technically.
No, you ain't seen this before.
I've never seen any magic like this before. My magic is strictly not jelly based.
Can Rutherford
slime based? You used to have
Slime and jelly are totally different.
That's offensive.
components.
Bohuckle, you think that you haven't seen anything like this before, but you think if you tried the jelly, that might help you.
As in consume?
You can consume it?
You
I thought you
just
said it
think
was
that.
swirling.
It
is swirling.
That.
Yeah, you think that would help.
Okay, well then I
Rutherford,
do
what's up?
It's swirling yet consumable, Sean.
It's the jelly consistency.
that. Yeah.
But
Is
what
it like
swirls
a
with
like a water orb type, a jelly orb around Mordaine?
It's like no, it's not like an orb. There's just like if it looks like swirling gray energy, but then when you touch anywhere around him, including where the swirls are, it's like a jelly barrier.
Like a non-Newtonian gas.
Mhm.
Okay.
I was going for a
scoop
fish
little
egg,
bit.
but
Make a what check do you think? Perception for flavor.
Yeah.
Constitution.
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh yeah, what
Perception.
does it taste like?
Perception or insight.
Yeah, perception
or
is good.
Animal handling.
Give me a perception and give me a constitution.
Check or save.
Save.
14 perception.
This is
Okay.
fantastic.
oh, this is good. Can you good berry yourself?
I'm hoping.
Okay. Fantastic. You taste this jelly. And it tastes like hazelnuts.
It is hazelnut. This is bad. Bad. It's just necromancy all the way down.
Yeah, can I recall in any of the necromancy books I've read in the last few days, spells for preserving corpses in a jelly-like
Resurrection
state?
magic.
It's like a gross 70s jello where
Mhm.
they put
Mold.
random shit in it. But this is a whole person.
Make an arcana check. Bohuckle, you can see the jelly like blobbing out from Mordaine, and it's touching your arm now and like starting to surround you.
Wait, I'm being connected to the jelly now?
Yeah.
Can I walk away?
Like stretches like a nice cheese pull.
Well, Uncle Bungo, could you do a little snip real quick?
yeah. Oh yeah. And I whip out my rapier and I slash it down the middle.
Make a rapier attack. Connor, you don't know any spells.
That's too bad. Seeing as how I want to be a wizard.
The great snippy snip.
Oh, we're doing
No,
great, guys.
The rapier does not slash it. You like cut through, and the jelly just like moves around your blade and reforms. And now the jelly, you can see the swirling gray is like covering half of Bohuckle's body.
Oh, this is fast moving jelly.
This is quite quick.
What
I thought
what
of
are you feeling?
viscosity. I don't know. What am I feeling? I'll talk out loud and tell you what I'm feeling.
It
Do you have
doesn't
a
feel
spell
like
that'll
anything.
stop it?
It feels. I mean, it feels like you're being dipped in jelly, but that's it.
How long can you survive a jelly?
Can the jelly understand and hear me?
No.
Darn.
Good
Can
try,
Ori try to like brush the jelly off, like grab it and goop it away?
Yeah, make a athletics check.
Okay. I'm gonna get
Grab
that
it
goop
and
off
goop
ya.
it away.
That
I say
jelly.
stop, drop, and roll, and I pick you up, throw you on the ground, and I start rolling you away. It doesn't work.
Ori, you've started doing that, and now the jelly is also spreading across your body. All you two, and also the Mordaine in the closet are all connected by jelly.
Can I
Alright,
cast
I'm gonna-
protection from evil and good on myself?
Yeah.
Okay. I do that.
Okay.
I just take out some sage and just start. And then putting it all over Ori too. I'm not casting it on you. I just want you to smell nice.
How deep is this closet that the three of them are now
It's like
being sucked into?
They're not being sucked into it. The jelly is
Well.
growing out of
Spreading
it.
to
Yes.
them.
Is it becoming less inside the closet?
No.
Like, is it transferring, or is there just
no.
more jelly?
More jelly.
It's a spell of infinite jelly. I've identified it.
The closet is like... Mordaine takes up most of the closet space. There's not a significant closet behind.
I don't remember closing the door behind us, so I assumed some of us had tried to just go out the door. Like, Ori was trying to get away.
Yeah, what I was looking for was
Back
hopefully
out.
room to shove Mordaine further into the closet, or shove you guys further into the closet to remove you from the jelly as it came outwards. But that doesn't seem to be great. So,
Wait, so has your spell done anything, Logan?
I don't know.
no. No, it hasn't.
Look at this face.
The jelly, Bohuckle, you're like, you can feel it going up, like it's on all of your body now, and it's coming up your neck.
Mm-hmm.
And Ori's like got it up the legs and up to like the hip area, and it's growing up.
Can I take a rope and like toss it over Bohuckle's head, and then like fashion a loop around him? And then,
A noose?
Not a noose, because I want this to end up like over your chest, not your neck. But like just like hook a rope and then yank him out.
I mean, you can hook a rope around him, but he can't be yanked out of the jelly.
He can't be yanked out of the jelly no matter how
No,
hard I
because the
yank.
jelly is just gonna cheese pull it longer.
We've got a long
Can
hallway
I-
right there. Like,
I'm gonna
Can
go into
I-
the jelly.
Use prestidigitation and freeze part of this jelly.
Ooh. That's good.
That is pretty good. Make a spell casting ability modifier check.
Woohoo!
Heck.
Charisma
Charisma.
plus proficiency bonus.
Okay.
Hmm.
I didn't
Nice.
even put the proficient. I guess it did that
Yeah,
automatically.
did it right, yeah.
Yeah, I did it right.
Yeah, and I will cast. I mean, technically, I can only do 1 cubic foot of live.
We'll run away and
living.
stretch it out really thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cast it on the thin cheese pull part.
Yeah.
And that shatters. That's good.
Woohoo! Take that.
do we now have 2 separate sentient jellies?
They still are covered in jelly, but it does not appear to be growing.
Mm-hmm.
Can
Can we get it off?
Is it impairing me in any way?
It's not impairing you yet, Ori. Bohuckle, your legs
Yet.
are starting to feel numb, like jelly-like.
It's turning me into the jelly. We gotta get it off.
All right. Can I get like the space? Is it like he's in a bowl of jelly now, essentially?
No, it's like he has 2 inches of jelly surrounding all
around
of his body.
body.
Yeah. Mhm.
He's been dipped in batter.
Trying to decide how I can freeze you without freezing you.
I have a just random question.
Mhm.
I don't honestly remember. Did we deal with that double-headed skeleton, or is it just
No.
down the hall?
It's
Yeah.
just down the
It's
hall.
down the hall.
It's
and
pretty
down
far
the
down the
stairs.
hall.
Yeah, it's far
Yeah,
down the
but
hall
it's
and
still
then
around.
down some stairs.
Ori, come here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and put my jelly onto Ori. If
Yeah.
she's already affected by the jelly, maybe I can transfer my
I don't want to
jelly.
join jellies with you. I don't want to touch jellies.
Well, you just sit... Close your eyes.
No, keep your jelly to yourself.
Mungojerry, come here.
No, don't worry about Huckle. I have a plan. I like light my hand on fire. With prestidigitation, and
How do we test this on Ori?
I just put it close to the jelly and see if the jelly like moves away.
The jelly does not move away. The jelly, you know how sometimes in science, schools will like do the thing where they make the like foam and then set it on fire, and it just
Wait,
like all
I
goes
never
up.
did this.
I've seen this on the internet.
Okay.
Did you do this
foam
at
So
your
this
public school?
jelly extinguishes my fire?
No, so the jelly catches fire, and
Mhm.
Ori gets set ablaze, and then is not injured in any way.
And the jelly
Oh,
is
that's
removed.
fun.
Is
The
the
jelly
jelly?
I
is
was gonna
removed.
say, Ori had a premonition from many lives past where he said, "Set all evil things on fire." And that was the answer.
Great. And I go, ooh, that worked well. Come here. Come here,
I was
Bohuckle.
open plume of flame.
Light me.
Oh. It. Oh.
Well,
that
that worked.
Both dramatic and satisfying.
You can just do that in there.
Yeah, let's do that to him. I will light Mordaine on fire.
So you light Mordaine on fire. It's not as easy. The jelly, like, it all goes up and then stops. But then the jelly, you can see it like slowly start oozing out of seemingly nowhere again.
Oh.
There are no like inscriptions or anything like that.
There's a crystal pendant that hangs from a hook on the inside of the broken closet door. But there's no inscription.
That there's bad
Beautiful
mojo pendant.
bubble. Can I check for life signs in Mordaine real quick? Is he breathing?
Yeah. He does not appear to be breathing. And then you check for a pulse, and he does have a pulse, but it's very, very slow.
Oh,
Like-
so at least he's not dead. It's just a coma.
2 beats per minute.
That's really low.
Yeah.
That's pretty low. That's not
He's in
normal for
hibernation.
birds.
What can I wake him? I'm gonna slap him across the face a couple times. Wake up!
Uh-huh. That doesn't do anything.
Yes, I've done all that I can.
Can I mage hand the pendant off of its?
This is the worst
resting
healer I've
place?
ever seen.
Yeah. You can.
He wants healed? I could shove a good berry in his mouth. It's not breathing, so there's no risk of choking.
If I inspect this pendant, do I find
Make
anything
an
interesting about
intelligence
it?
check.
Just intelligence?
Just intelligence.
Okay, interesting.
Are you smart enough for this pendant?
11.
11. You don't know. It doesn't look like anything.
Nope. Answer
It's
is
like it's like a nice pendant on a silver chain, and it's in like a diamond cut shape, and it's looks like a ruby.
Okay.
Can I break it?
What if we put it on him? Does that make sense? That feels like that makes sense to me.
Either on him or one of us.
I don't see how putting it on us would be a good thing.
put it on him. I'll just set him on fire again if anything goes wrong.
What if he
Sounds-
bursts into flames?
Sounds like a plan. We put it on him.
Put it on him. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Oh, no, we tried that. Let's do it the other way.
Well, science
put it
is
on- I put it
really
on
working
Bohuckle.
out for us.
What is
You
on
what?
Put it on Bohuckle.
Bohuckle turns into Mordaine.
Well,
Okay.
that is
What
a
just
handy piece of
happened?
magic there. Can you
Do I
see the
look like
pendant on
Mordaine, or
him?
am I no longer Bohuckle?
No, you just look like Mordaine.
Oh.
And sound like Mordaine.
When
be
we
like,
look at him as
Thank you for
Mordaine-
releasing me from my prison.
Can we see the necklace on him?
Yeah.
Or does it just look like Mordaine without a necklace?
No, you can see the necklace.
Does the body in the closet look like Bohuckle?
No.
Well, that would have been fun.
If I look, I think I saw Mordaine the most recently. If I think back to the Mordaine I saw in the library,
Yeah.
Do I have a memory of that bird wearing any sort of jewelry?
Yeah, that bird had a necklace like this.
Wow, I'm gonna march up there and I'm snatching some.
No.
Mungo's throwing hands
I'm
and
incensed.
snatching ice.
All these ices.
I will, as Mordaine, I'm gonna keep this pendant on for a bit. I'm gonna
This
pull
makes
out a
me
good
very
berry.
uncomfortable.
I'm gonna feed a good berry to Closet Mordaine.
Yeah.
See if that helps him at all.
You struggle to get his beak open. And then the berry just kind of like sits there.
Fine, I'll cast Healing Word on the bird.
Nothing happens.
Oh. Guys, this is the most spells I've ever cast in my life.
I guess, no, something does happen. The, like, redness from when you slapped him fades.
So it's not his body that's the problem.
Mhm.
No, I think it's his
mean,
jelly.
he's either in a stasis or he's somehow being, I don't know.
I think the two Mordaines should confront each other. The two imposter Mordaines should confront.
I think that is a great
What
idea.
is the maximum drama we can cause here?
What's the maximum drama we can cause without alerting whoever's in control of a Cobblefright?
No, I think the Cobblefright should be lured out as well.
Well, I say we either deal with the Cobblefright now.
Yes, I agree.
Mungo, can't you make yourself look like Mordaine
Oh,
without
I
an amulet?
absolutely
Ah,
can.
so we can have a minimum of 3 Mordaines confronting each other in the
And
library.
we can be like that Spider-Man meme. That's
And then we can see who the Cobblefright listens to, and we'll find out the real Mordaine by doing so.
even though we know the real Mordaine.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess there would be 4 Mordaines, because I forgot about Jelly Mordaine.
We'll bring him out just for fun.
Slap him on the ground.
I mean, I would say we get the headmaster involved, or we go deal with that Cobblefright.
What if we deal with the Cobblefright, and then we also deal with fake Mordaine, and then we pretend to be real Mordaine and talk to the headmaster and see if he's in on it?
Yes. Sounds good.
Yeah, I actually don't hate it.
Okay, I'm just here for the ride.
Are we leaving the Cobblefright?
No.
Cobblefright
That's-
first.
That thing has got to go. Well, let's see if it recognizes me as its master.
We'll push you in front of it.
Oh, Cobblefright!
Okay, so
I
there.
would
We have to
like
get
to
through a
cast-
couple
I'm gonna
servitors
make-
first.
I'm
Oh.
gonna
Yeah,
make
there's like 6
myself
of
look
them.
like Mordaine right now,
God.
and then we can see.
We can
if
see
it's
which
the
of us it
pendant
likes
or-
better.
if it's the pendant or if it's just the disguise.
Cobblefright, you
It could
pick
have
between your
nothing to do
parents.
with
Do you like
Mordaine at
Mordaine or do you like Mordaine?
Sean,
And if
this
necessary, we'll get the other Mordaine.
Yeah.
this is science.
This is science.
I don't know that it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
It's always science.
It's always science.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
all right.
we have
I
6
will give
servitors
myself
to
a
deal with.
necklace too in
Okay, yeah.
my illusion. Mordaine, you're looking great. I'm talking to you.
Mordaine, you've never looked better.
Thank you.
No, I think you could use a little bit of jelly. It just goes with accentuates your form.
All right. I feel like we interlock wings and we just go to right. We're just blithely unaware. going ahead.
How many servitors are there?
So you approach you go down a hallway that's quite long.
Well, after you,
I
Mordaine.
do not want us
Mordaine,
walking down this
after you.
hallway. I snuck
Yeah,
down
why
there
not?
last time.
Oh, okay.
We don't know at what range these things will be alerted.
I mean, I have sneaky boots on.
Does Bohuckle? Yeah, I
He
didn't
only
care.
ever has
think-
sneaky boots
Who is
on.
more-
You
Mordaine
mean
is wearing
Mordaine
them.
B is not sneaky.
Mordaine M, slightly more sneaky.
They don't even have real ears. They're just bones.
Be my guest.
I mean, we have to get through them either way, so we could lure them out here, maybe.
Before any of this really kicks off, I would like to sneak into the room in which the servitors are
How many heart attacks can we give
menacingly standing.
Rutherford in
What if all the servitors now look like Mordaine?
That would be a surprise.
That would be a surprise. They don't.
Oh,
Roll stealth.
Do. 10.
Yeah, 10 is not great.
It's really not. God, I wish I had reliable talent. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So there's this door that you went through before, that goes into the old classroom. As you approach the door, I will remind you that you are met with the unmistakable smell of death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
And there's soft candlelight that seeps out still beneath the closed door. And as you're approaching the door to like sneak in, you're gonna crack it open. You crack it open very quietly, and you see, as you're like peeking in the room, the staircase that went down to the Cobblefright. You see Mordaine walking down that.
Mordaine A.
His name is Mordaine, not Lesdane.
That's true.
And I think that gives you probably pause enough that you don't sneak in the room.
Yeah.
Oh, if we if we must.
Well, I don't know what to do now.
They weren't
I mean,
attacking
where are
us.
we? Like,
How did Mordaine get past us? in the
Exactly.
closet?
That's what I want to know.
probably heard the ruckus and just.
Maybe the Cobblefright looks like Mordaine.
I wonder if he's gonna bring the Cobblefright out. Is it nighttime?
No.
It must not be.
Okay, well, Mordaine is going down towards the Cobblefright. There's one way into this room and one way out of this room.
That we
we
know of.
just
I thought there
stand-
was
well-
more.
No, not in here.
Abby's
Can we get a
smiling.
fact check on that, Abby?
Not that Rutherford found.
Okay.
So
But
to the best
it's
of our
possible.
knowledge, Mordaine and the Cobblefright have to come through here. So do we set up a trap?
We're just
and
gonna
ambush
post
them?
up?
Or we barge into the room and I say, "There's been an imposter! That Mordaine is the fake Mordaine!" And then,
And then 5 minutes, 2 seconds later, I burst in the room and I say, "There's been an imposter." You're
I can-
all
And then-
fake.
and then 30
frauds.
seconds after that, or you throw Jelly Mordaine onto the floor in the room and go, "There's been an imposter!" And they'll be so overcome with confusion, we can sneak in.
I think we can all
It's the
tell what kind
conspicuous, inconspicuous strategy.
we can all tell what kind of episode this is going to be. So let's just kick down the door, shall we?
When it started
Yeah.
with Jelly, it was really only going to go uphill from there.
It started with
Yes.
eating jelly.
I'll let Bohuckle and Mungojerry breach the door, but we're
Alright,
breaching this
Bohuckle.
door, I guess.
This is your grand entrance.
Okay. Kick the door open, walk into the room.
Okay. You kick the door open, walk into the room. The 5 birdfolk skeletons that are in there, like, snap their heads towards you, and you hear,
There's been an
like,
imposter! Down there!
you hear the bones creak as they snap their heads, and then they come towards you with their short swords. So we're gonna fight them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
burst into the room. There's been an imposter.
I throw jelly Mordaines into the room.
It was like Weekend at Bernie's.
Wait, is the plan not working? Why are they coming near us?
The plan's
I
not
think
working.
I think they need to get closer to hear me. They don't have good ears.
Okay.
We can just roll initiative like plain without the turn order.
Initiative plain.
Oh my
20 initiative. Wow.
god.
Where the frick? Oh, there it is.
6, 20, 5, 14. Ugh.
Okay. They rolled a 21, which is
Oh
insane.
my god!
Oh,
They're skeletons!
Rude.
Yeah. So they all step forward and will make attacks against Bohuckle as he's
I
the
have
fake
protection
Mordaine.
from evil, so they all have disadvantage.
Oh, that's really good.
That is really good.
What's your AC? 18
My
hits.
AC's 18. Yeah.
Okay. 8 piercing damage. That's it. All the other ones miss you.
Yeah.
Then Bohuckle, you're next.
Turn undead.
What's the range on that?
You don't have the one that explodes
30
them yet?
feet.
30 feet.
They have to be able to see or hear me, so the Cobblefright wouldn't. Unless it can hear me.
'Kay.
And is within 30 feet.
Yeah. Wisdom save.
Yes. Wisdom save DC 14.
The one that successfully attacked you must be the leader because it is unaffected.
Oh.
But the other 4, you can tell, are frightened and their bones start shaking.
Start shaking.
But
The
they
bird
don't
bones.
run away.
It's a hollow
That
sound.
is how
start
we
to
deal
echo
with
through the-
treason!
Mutiny!
Mutiny! Okay. That's all.
Okay. Sean, Ori.
Well, I'll walk right up onto the leader and I'll say, I don't know, there's no bones about it, but I'm gonna make sure you're dead bones again. And hit it with an attack. Just a little smack. Oh, nope. That doesn't work.
No smicky smack.
You miss.
Okay, that's it. I don't have second attack yet.
Bada bing,
Okay.
bada bum.
Mungojerry.
Ooh. Yeah, I think Mungojerry finds where the majority of them are centered and will perform shatter in the form of a piercing ululation.
If they take damage, then they're no longer frightened.
Oh,
I'm not saying you can't, just keep it in mind.
that's
They're
good to
not
know.
very strong.
Oh, okay.
Well then,
Maybe
Well,
you'll
I
shatter
will.
them all at once.
apparently, they're
I
hard to
will
hit.
shatter them all, or he can handle the leader. That'll be fine.
Apparently he can't.
And yeah, so I'll just use the resonance of this stone room that we're in and focus the sound waves so that it centers on those.
I'm
Perfect.
very glad we gave up on stealth since we're just busting out the shatters.
Shatter. 18 thunder.
It's a pretty good damage roll, Sarah.
It makes me feel
Whoa,
like a
that's
Metallica
very
member. And that's what you get for mutiny.
Okay. The thunder damage. The leader dies. A second
did
one
that.
dies. And then the 3 of them are unfrightened and don't die, but do not look good.
I imagine just bits of their bones have disintegrated, but they're
Mhm.
still connected.
You shatter them, and then they have to try to pull their bones back together with sheer force of will.
I would feel bad for you, except I don't. Bardic inspiration, Bohuckle.
Okay,
Call it bardic
Rutherford.
inspiration.
Well, I find this whole situation quite humorous. And I draw my
As you
daggers,
should.
and I
That's offensive.
stab one skeleton, and I stab the other skeleton, and hopefully break them both.
'Kay.
It's being so slow. I'm trying my best.
You got 21
Okay,
and an
21 and an 8. Yes.
I'll become Mordaine the
21
Mortician.
hits. That one dies.
Woo! There you go.
Okay, there's one left. It's making a short sword attack against fake Mordaine number 2, aka Mungojerry. 11 misses.
Rude.
You all kill it.
How dare?
Between 4 of us, can we kill one skeleton? The answer may surprise you.
Okay, so you find yourselves in an old classroom. It's set up with like old style desks that open and you can put things inside of them. You can see there's a desk in front where the teacher would sit, and there's like some scattered pieces of paper that look like they're torn out of a book. And then there's the staircase that goes down, and it like, I don't know, it's 20 feet away from the door that you're at, and then the staircase goes down pretty significantly as well.
That's where fake Mordaine went, and where
Well, I think we
Cobblefright
either
is.
hide in this room or we just get going.
Well, we've got it trapped, so let's press the advantage. If it can't run anywhere, let's corner it.
What if we just start
Yes,
throwing desks
The
down
only thing
the
I'm worried about
stairs?
is fighting the Cobblefright and whatever magic users pretending to be Mordaine at the same time.
It's really not that hard to do an amulet. They could be some jump.
I mean,
We
maybe.
don't know how to use magic at all. We're just
I'm just a
some
simple
chumps.
librarian.
That's true. You don't know how to use magic. The perfect cover.
Can
don't get me
Rutherford
started.
creep down the stairs while taking the dodge action, Abby?
Yeah. You move really slow if you do that, but that's okay. You creep down the stairs, I assume ahead of everyone else. Make a stealth check.
Oh boy, I even get stealth while I do this? That's fantastic.
Okay.
God.
As you creep down the stairs, these stairs were previously very dark. And you get to the point where you can see the bottom of the stairs, which is where you saw the Cobblefright. And instead of seeing the Cobblefright there, you see a door that is ajar.
But a good thing we didn't wait for it to come back up the
Rutherford,
stairs.
what do you see?
I.
With your fox eyes.
There's a door! Come down here, quick!
Door? You said there was no way out!
I said to the best of my abilities. I found no
that
way
is
out.
true.
Do I need to bring Jelly Mordaine?
I don't see how he could help us.
He might be a victim in all of this.
I think you just need him slung over your shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
You know, honestly, I don't really want to touch the jelly again.
Yeah, I think
Put him
that's
at the
wise.
It was
teacher's
a
desk.
traumatizing experience. Yeah, I prop him up like a professor. But with his glasses. I pat him on the cheek. You'll be just fine, Mordaine, I promise. Okay, and then I'll head downstairs.
Okay.
Well, now it's a chase. We should hurry up.
Yes.
Go through that door.
I mean, how far can they go?
It's a big bird.
If they're sloppy, they expose themselves. And we've done our job.
And we're professionals of slop.
We never said we would make sure no students were harmed in the process.
We can always
I don't
incriminate
think any
them.
students have been harmed in the process yet.
Well, one
Yeah.
has been cursed.
Yes.
I mean,
That
they're
was
not laughed
before
too
our
hard.
time.
That is true.
I say we track this bird. Fake
Okay.
dead bird.
You're going
There's
through
only
the door.
one door.
Yep.
It better be a big door.
All right. You go through this door. You find yourselves in. Let me give you this.
is a visual.
God.
Oh no.
You find yourselves in
Who
where
is
did my
that?
notes go? Come back.
Cobblefright, there's an imposter!
I'll wait 5 more seconds.
Okay.
Is that Oddwald Ebonheart?
You find yourself in a macabre laboratory, not library. An assortment of bones lays strewn across the tables, and foul-smelling liquids bubble in pots. The stench of death is gut-wrenching. A terrifying creature lurches towards you, a hulking monstrosity of bone and sinew. It appears to be comprised of hundreds of birdfolk bones jumbled together to form a roughly humanoid shape. The arms end in several talons intertwined into circular claws, and the creature's face is made from the top halves of 2 birdfolk skulls, one atop the other. Just like you would imagine. It gazes at you with its 4
It's
empty
exactly
red
like I
eyes
imagined.
and emits a shriek, and then you see behind it another Mordaine who removes his amulet, turns into a Corvum, and turns towards you.
How dare
And
you
he
be
like
an unrelated
puts
person?
a gentle wing hand on the Cobblefright, and you can see it like back down from screaming at you. And this Corvum says, "You don't understand what you're doing. Stay out of my way."
I don't even know who I am.
And feel free to explain at any given time.
Yeah, how you don't know who I
Okay, we demand this Corvum give us answers. I say, Oddwald, Riffin has been looking for you. What are you doing here? Why do you have this monstrosity?
He looks at you and he's like, "You know Riffin?" Anyway, that's not important.
That's not important. It is to me.
That's not important. This Cobblefright will be the thing that helps us defeat the aspect of fire. I know it.
Oh.
What?
Before we get to
How
attach
do you
to
even
that
know
idea,
about that?
what is this made of? Is this made of people?
It's made of people who were dead. I didn't kill anybody.
But you did curse somebody.
It was just recycling.
Nobody was cursed.
Figurative
was
Higgins
cursed?
was cursed by your little Cobblefright here.
This Cobblefright cannot curse people.
He saw the Cobblefright and was then cursed.
That's
Very
not how it works.
obviously.
You're seeing it now. Are you cursed?
I'm being protected from good and evil.
I mean, it is a curse to look at it. So, yes, I do feel cursed currently.
Did you
And to
make
smell it.
this?
Yes, I made this.
Why did you put his head upside down?
What do you mean?
Turn upside down and look at this thing.
Yeah,
And it looks the same. That's not how
Uh-huh.
it should be.
I thought it was aesthetic.
Okay.
Well,
Choices.
let's not get into aesthetics and your art choices. But what's the deal about masquerading around as Mordaine? He's not looking too good
Yeah,
down there.
Mordaine poses a good question.
Mordaine is fine. Mordaine, I just put in a little slumber. He'll be fine. It was the only way to get access to what I needed.
And
Bones?
the
This
library.
laboratory.
And I'm sorry. Do you think that you're the good guy in this for kidnapping a librarian and stealing the bones of dead creatures and making a monster out of them?
I'm going to
let
stop
me
the
do it.
aspect
I'm
of
not-
fire.
How is this going to stop the aspect of fire?
Look,
Just
the aspect.
stomp on this thing.
I don't know if you know about the aspect of fire.
Oh,
It
wait
really
a
is
you
like
read
I
the
don't
aspect
know.
of fire?
You know about the aspect of fire?
All birds talk at once.
We are ready to throw hands.
Have you even met a fire snake?
But
All
look,
of the fire snakes.
the
We've met
aspect of
at least
fire.
12.
The aspect of fire, unlike the fire snakes, is immortal. So the only way to defeat it is to drain its energies through necromancy. That's what my Cobblefright will do.
It's like you drained Figure's energies
Oh.
then.
That's not a
No.
curse.
He looks so
You
pale.
really avoided the accusation through
We
semantics.
really did. We were being quite litigious.
And that's
Not
the wrong
cursed, just
system.
drained.
They were not litigious in the system. That was the last one. But you
Look.
got to knock it off.
I can't knock it off. The aspect of fire will destroy everything that you know and love unless I stop it.
We're
Oswald,
very
have you been living under a rock, under a library, under an avium? We've been dealing with the aspect for the last
Petrified rock.
3 months.
Literally
Oh,
asked you about it 2 days ago.
And what are you planning on doing about it? What could you do about it? Nothing.
We don't know, but you were holding out information on us, apparently.
I withheld no information.
You disguised yourself as a librarian!
I withheld no information.
Also, how can we trust that when the aspects of fire gets drained into this monstrosity, it just doesn't become a worse monstrosity?
How do we believe
Because-
that this monstrosity can even do that to an immortal being?
Yeah, that's
What?
really is.
Because
Really
I've
doesn't
I've
make
read
sense.
up on this, and it's really about the planar aspects, you know.
Our best bet to defeat the aspect of fire rests with the Steam Boys and their sheriff.
We need.
Complex cultural institution. But we do have high hopes for it.
Working on diplomatic negotiations with this.
Yes. And
And plus, they have diplomatic immunity, too.
This is
so-
not it.
This is not it.
You do
we were
smell
just gonna
much
send
better.
it back somehow.
Hmm?
We were gonna send it back to the plane from whence it came somehow. You know, that's what we were gonna do.
it'll
be
just
that
come
easy.
back.
How'd you know that? Why would it come back?
Because it was summoned to this plane originally, and it's been here for so long that this is now its home.
But
Well,
if
we
you can
it
summon it
make
I
a
don't
somewhere,
think
home
that's how
somewhere
that
you
else.
can
works.
reverse summon it.
Yes, reverse summon.
Is
Spanish.
there another word for that? I don't know.
No, that's totally different branches of magic.
no. Just reverse summon. There's nothing a little snappier.
Reverse summon has to do with technique. It's a technical difference. You wouldn't understand. All right.
I don't think you can drain the life force of an immortal, though.
If you, what do you mean?
What do
This
you
is a
mean, what do I
perfect
mean?
plan.
Well, if it's ready, why don't we just escort you right over there and we'll see what
It's
happens?
not ready yet. I need more time.
What if we
AKA
don't have more
life
time?
force?
We do have. Well, you all have to come up with a plan that will fail. So just
We've
give
already
me my
told you
time.
5 plans.
We did offer you 5 plans, and frankly, you were not very supportive.
Now, if I tell Riffin you're here, what are you gonna tell Riffin?
Don't tell Riff.
We gonna
Why
tell
would I
Riffin-
not tell
We
Riffin?
we be telling Riffin.
Quickly, someone go tell Riffin.
I go.
I start
go
running.
because Riffin. You've been a naughty friend.
Riffin! I like yell up the stairway.
And I would like to be quite clear about one thing.
Mungojerry.
Right now, you are standing here, acting as though you are the savior of the world. The only thing you have going for you is a guy who was kind of standoffish at times. Said you were an okay guy.
And
Is
a
that-
prophecy.
What?
Who's just handing out prophecies willy-nilly?
What
Yeah, and a
prophecy?
prophecy.
Susan of the Swamp.
Did that come
All
certified?
4 of us got prophecies.
Well, I mean, not everyone knows Susan of the Swamp.
It gets, those were a long ago.
They were.
Let me find his prophecy.
You should, Mungojerry, go upstairs, disguise yourself as Riffin, and come back down.
You want me to go upstairs, come back down,
And
as
then you
Riffin?
can just tell him to stop.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I will sneak off as he's like mentally recalling this prophecy, so he can prove it to us.
He says, yes, the prophecy. My family holds a generations old prophecy that an Ebonheart will be the one to finally heal the wood from the great calamity that birthed the scorched grove. It's me.
Could mean anybody.
That's
And
What
even
is
again,
an
you're
very
just a
self-centered.
guy in a dungeon saying that.
Yeah. Is this a notarized prophecy?
Yes,
Can- wait, can you cite your
generations
sources?
Old.
What is your last name Ebonheart?
Yes.
Are there any other Ebonhearts we can ask about
no,
this?
No. No one is good is named Ebonheart. That's just profiling, and that's factual. So write that down. That's a new prophecy.
You know what I'm going to do is save the world while wearing a dark robe and hiding myself in a dungeon that smells like death. Yes, this will save the world. What?
It's a gut-wrenching smell of death. That's not in the prophecy.
Gut-wrenching.
And so write that down. Oddball.
Also, if you're so sure of yourself, why aren't you asking Riffin for help? Why isn't he here?
Riffin would, if you all strangers don't approve, Riffin would obviously not approve.
Because
But
maybe there's something
don't-
wrong with your plan.
We don't know you. Why would we approve of somebody we don't know? You have a friend who can vouch for you, allegedly.
because
Why
you've
don't...
researched the aspect of fire, and my plan is infallible.
I'm
If
seeing
name
fallibility.
if I can name 5 fallibles with your plan, will you give it up right here and right now?
Says they would have to be really good fallibles.
Yeah, I can come up with 5 good fallibles.
Please start a duel of wits.
Shoot.
Shoot. You walk out there and the aspect
Okay.
of fire simply stops,
Ori has his
stomps
bow.
on.
An aspect of fire has what?
It stomps on Cobblefright and Cobblefright breaks.
Uh-huh.
1. 2. Cobblefright is a double agent because he's upset that you put his head upside down. So he gets there and teams up with the aspect of fire.
Oh, we started
thus
off
draining
so strong.
your life. And where are you now? 3. Cobblefright is...
Oh, it's infamously flammable.
Cobblefright has really bad arthritis, so he can't actually make it to the Scorched Grove, and he gives up, and then the world dies.
How can he have arthritis if he doesn't have tendons?
Because it's bone on bone. That's just the worst
He has
kind of arthritis.
osteoporosis.
No, that was number 4.
Oh, sorry. This is a distinct calcium deficiency.
Well, I will just make sure that the Cobblefright does not get stomped on, and then it seems like we'll be good to go.
How close does a Cobblefright have to be to drain the life force of this immortal
He just
aspect of
has to
fire?
see him.
Just has to see him from
Yep.
any distance?
So if it was blinded, it could no longer drain life forces.
Well, he doesn't. The aspect of fire has to see the Cobblefright.
So
I
if
don't think you
so
understand
if-
how big it is.
so if
it
something
see?
can't see the Cobblefright, it cannot be drained.
Well, that's
This is
how
going
it
to become a pertinent question here in a little bit.
That's how it is. Yeah, that's how it is right now. I mean, I could make alterations to that if you. I mean, you all want to stop the aspect. Alderheart won't get you anywhere. You could join with me.
With that thing? No, thank you. If you drop that guy, I'm happy to work with you. He's a freak.
Did
And then we
somebody
can
say
go just
freak?
get riffing.
Riffin charges down the stairs.
Griffin, you won't believe what Oswald has done.
I mean, I was seeing all these. This looks like there's been a fight. I'm ready to fight. And then he like turns and he locks eyes with, and he looks at the Cobblefright first and he goes, "What the heck is that?" And then he looks at Oswald and he goes, "Oswald."
Make a performance.
And instead of being angry, he looks very sad and very disappointed. His
So
eyes
disappointed.
well with tears in those little cute powder puff owl eyes. He just says, "How could you do this to me?" Performance, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. 18.
Oddwald looks at you and he says, like, all right, that is a pretty good reenactment of what Riffin would do if he was here. I get the point.
Have you reflected on yourself? Role playing is a good way to go through.
Yeah, this is
to do
actually a group therapy session.
This is we're just helping you think this through. What about that poor child upstairs that I heard was cursed / drained of life and now might die?
That child is fine.
No, he's not.
Distinctly
fix him.
unfine.
I have a radio here. I've been listening to him broadcast. He's fine.
He's
Have
so
you
sick, he
seen
can't
He's
hear.
emotionally traumatized at the
He's
very
not allowed
least.
to. They've labeled him sick, and he'll never recover.
Have I seen him?
Wait, no. Okay, hold on. If the kid's fine, how do we know the immortal fire aspect is gonna not be fine?
Oh, good
Because
That's a good
I
point.
need more time to perfect this.
Okay, so you can just kill random students while you house your death bird here?
You just called him imperfection to his face. He has feelings. Oh, or to
And
his other
arthritis.
face. How do you control this thing anyway?
What do you mean? Like
Like emotion? Like you gingerly touched its shoulder and
What
it stood
happens
down.
when you
Oh,
die?
yeah, that was for
What
dramatic
happens
effect.
when you
Oh.
die and you're no longer master of the Cobblefright? Then
It
the
should die.
yeah, but
Should?
Good.
the aspect of fire is immortal. Wouldn't it recover after you die?
No, but if you sap out the immortal energy, then
And give
it will
it to,
die.
to Mr. Cobble over here.
And then the Cobblefright can be locked away into a dungeon forever.
This
How is
sounds
that
like
better
the
than the-
exact same? This sounds
It's
like
not
the exact
better.
same
Pushing
issue.
the problem down the line.
We've come back to needing to reverse summon it.
Yes.
You're
Reverse
just,
summoning
you just
just
want to
keeps
reverse
coming
summon
back.
it to a dungeon. We want to
I'll
reverse
have
summon
you
it to the
know,
plane of
reverse-
elemental fire. That's
No,
much
wait a
Reverse
second.
summoning.
Did you summon the Cobblefright?
No, it's necromancy.
So you can't reverse summon the Cobblefright?
No.
Well, then this plan will fall apart.
Can you reverse necromancy it?
I don't know what this reverse summoning is. Yes, reverse necromancy
It's a highly technical term. only those with the most reverse summoning experience know about reverse summoning.
reverse necromancy is what your friend upstairs did to my other ones.
Who?
Your other ones?
Yeah,
How many of
the
these have you
servitor
had?
skeletons, not a Cobblefright.
Oh.
Were you the
Who
shadow attack
Did you summon
person?
shadows on us?
I just wanted you to leave the library.
That's not a.
Well,
You could have just said it's closed.
We could have been seriously injured, young man.
I knew you would not be here, the defenders of Alderheart, and he does air quotes.
Then what was the point of the shadows? If they weren't going to deter us and they weren't going to kill us, why did you attack us with shadows?
I just thought they might deter you.
You're some incredible super genius who can see into the future and understands this prophecy of how to banish this fire aspect from our plane of existence, right? But you can't fucking put together that 4 heroes and defenders of Alderheart are going to be okay with fighting some shadows in the name of saving the world?
Yeah. I just thought it might work. I wanted you all to leave the
What else do you
avium.
think might work? Your big plan?
Yeah.
You're 0 for 1 at the moment, buddy.
are there any other Ebonhearts
Yeah.
bouncing around, knocking
Yeah.
around out
We'll
here?
see a different Ebonheart.
Not useful ones.
Is that the
I would
quality
like
they
to
all
request
share?
A new one.
Okay. I think we've all gotten a little heated. I understand. Oddwall, you saw a path forward and you took it. And that kind of gumption and motivation is so useful when you've got to take on an immortal being.
Thank you.
I really do think we can work together. The problem is, I think none of us think that
comfortable.
working with this other thing is a good idea. So why don't we kibosh that situation for a moment? We can return to this, right? I mean,
would like to specify.
this is always a backup plan, technically.
The Cobblefright has done nothing wrong. This one has done something
No, the
wrong. So
Cobblefright
I might-
exists, which is inherently wrong. So that's step number 1 of that logic problem.
It doesn't even have free will, so it can't really do evil.
No, its existence is evil.
Wow, that's so rude.
Generally, that's how necromantic things
Oh,
work.
we're in philosophy now. Philosophical question.
The original science.
Does
Um,
it speak?
No.
I don't want to hear it speak.
Can it hear?
Does it have emotions?
No.
Has it expressed any wishes or desires?
No.
Okay, so we can kill it, no problem.
No, we can just reverse necromancy and then come back if we need to.
I think reverse necromancy is just killing something. Like in the normal way.
Well, can't he just
Regular way.
undo the spell?
Can we take its head off and store it somewhere else?
Or
Will that-
just one of them has got to go.
No, it's both of them have to go.
I don't know where we're gonna take him in.
No, I mean he's friends with Griffin. Griffin is a good person. I think he's redeemable.
I am questioning Griffin's choice in people.
Griffin's a paladin.
Ribbon
He's
is
a
a paladin.
neutral good dude.
He's just a little. He sees the
He's
good
just
in
a little
everybody.
dude.
He's just
He's a little dude.
We
He was
can
a little
always.
dude.
This guy we can arrest him and then we can.
Hey, we could
Arresting
call
him?
the
We
D.
don't have.
could call
We
the
don't have
D.
authority to arrest anyone.
He could be deputized.
We're extrajudicial murderers.
We were
We're-
deputized in the forest. Actually, you
Oh,
were
yeah,
asleep.
We were deputized.
Also, I actually have a badge.
No one cares about your badge, Rutherford.
So we could just take him in, you know? And then we could find a real Ebonheart, or someone could marry into the family, and then
That's true. That's true.
we
I
don't
mean,
have
he
any
does seem
single
to
family
know more
members.
than we know, though.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
he's confidently said more things than we've confidently said. There is a distinction.
Which
Which is an
I
achievement.
think
'cause
actually
we-
is
It is
still
an
ahead of
achievement.
us, though, actually.
Hey,
Uh,
what if this doesn't work out? What are you gonna do?
it has to.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't?
Then I'll be dead.
How attached? If this plan were not to go forward, would you turn your life around? You know, like give up necromancy.
You mean be a theoretical necromancy
And
strictly?
strictly theoretical.
Strictly theoretical.
I would rather die. But I mean,
It's your
the
choice.
Cobblefright is a means to an end.
But you would rather die than let your means to an end go away?
I would rather die than let all necromancy go away. But the Cobblefright, you know,
That's really wishy-washy because if necromancy is still around, then your death is not permanent. So if you rather die than lose necromancy, those are just the same.
We just stare at each other.
We've made a
I
lot of
don't
really
know what's going
excellent
on
points,
anymore.
I feel.
he's like, if there is one other path that I don't think is going to work out, which is why I went down this road before.
Okay, lay it on us.
I mean, I would have to re-review my notes because it's been a few months and I just ditched that plan. But there is
Does it involve the overwhelming smell of death?
there's a mythical artifact that might be able to kill the aspect if it actually exists.
What is it called?
Well, I mean, we're very good at finding things that might exist.
Found a Cobblefright.
Yeah, people didn't think that existed.
What is
We
it
found
called?
this door. I didn't think it existed.
We're detectives extraordinaire,
Describe it.
actually.
It's
I
a
lose my
staff.
mind. Oh shit.
It's called the Borealis, and
Well,
it's
that's boring.
theoretically buried in the Scorched Grove.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Piece of cake. How? When did we last hear about it?
Do we have any diviners around?
Do you think we could go wake up the real librarian so we could ask him these questions?
I mean, I'm not supposed to be down here, and I mean, nobody knows about this secret passage, which is why.
Well,
I
if
needed to
nobody
use it.
knows, then he's not going to know you're here if you wake him up in the regular library. Get with the program.
Unless he remembers you knocking him out. I mean, what happened?
Or doesn't
can tell
remember
him
the
it was a
last
bad
4 months
dream.
that he's been in stasis.
Or are you on the bad side of the avium? Do they know who you are?
Yeah, should we tell? What about the dean? Does he know you're here?
I mean, no, don't tell the dean that I'm here.
Oh, okay,
Were
good.
you ever a student
Oh,
at this
okay. We won't
establishment?
tell
Yeah.
the dean that you're here.
Were you ever expelled? Do you know
No.
Jeremiah? Groundhog.
I do know Jeremiah. I don't know. We didn't get along.
Point for you. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
pass that
okay.
test. You're not totally crazy.
Okay, okay.
Do you remember Susan of the Swamp?
Susan, you guys know Susan too?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're good
she's
friends
one of
with
my good
Susan.
friends.
I don't know
point.
if she still would be.
Yeah, she would be.
Yeah, how would Susan feel about this?
Susan
Let's
loves
ask
me.
her. I'll elbow.
Susan
Riffin.
summons things.
Susan summoned a demon the first time we met her. Don't bring it up.
I
She
mean, she could
reverse
reverse
summoned it.
summon.
Okay. This is how it's gonna go.
How's it gonna go?
That Cobblefright has got to go. And then we will go find the staff. And we will do that plan instead.
And we have to help out poor Figgery. He's got he's
really
got
got
a
to make
budding
it up to
romance in
Figgery.
front of him. He was weeping into his love letter. Weeping,
We're the
I tell
heroes
ya.
of Alderheart,
He's
so
got
you really don't.
so many.
You can't say no to us.
You cannot
And
say
I'm
no to
Mordaines
us.
of the library.
Yeah, both of y'all still look like Mordaine.
I
She
look like
looks
Figgery
like
now.
she
Oh, you
looks
look
like
like Figgery.
Mordaine disguised as Riffin.
Oh yeah, Riffin.
Oh, Riffin, yeah.
It'd be funny if he came back as Figgery.
I should just
make a
every
persuasion
person
check.
needs him.
Not easy. Let me tell you, I've convinced.
I'll help you
So
out
many-
there. You can have a double
Convinced.
Gallus convince.
Let me tell you, 11.
Mhm.
Okay, you're just gonna give up your whole life's dream and come with us instead.
He said, and if we can't find the staff, then we can
We'll come back to some new ideas.
Okay.
And you'll have all this
Yep,
time
it'll be-
to brainstorm Cobblefrights on the road.
And we won't let the dean know that you've been here the whole time if you fix Figgery.
You have to fix Figgery.
Please fix Figgery.
Fix the Figgery.
Okay. He steps forward like in front of the Cobblefright. And he's nodding and he's like, alright, I'll fix Figgery. Brainstorm Cobblefright on the road as a backup plan. Find the Borealis. That will be exciting. I think
Exactly.
this,
We could not find the Borealis without your help. You need to be there.
it's prophesized.
It's
you c-
prophesized.
You can
should
tell us
be
this
there to help.
prophecy and we can see what it is you're going on about.
Every prophecy always comes true. Exactly
You
as
know-
it's written.
All four of us got prophecies earlier.
Did you?
And we all forgot them, because that's how much prophecies are worth. So you should probably forget yours, and let's go find this staff.
Like, alright, let me dismantle the Cobblefright. And he turns around and he's like, he like gives it pets, it like puts its head down. And he's like
make it
patting it on
cute.
the head and he's looking really sad about losing his pet. And then you can see he like draws some symbols in the air and you can see magic happen. And the Cobblefright, like, nothing seems to happen. And then the Cobblefright's eyes turn like brighter and brighter red. And he's like,
don't think he
oh,
listened
that's
to
not
us.
what that's supposed to do.
don't think this
Oh
is
my
Of course, I
God.
knew it. I knew it. I knew
And
it.
as
Oddwald.
this is happening, he like runs by you guys and he's like,
Oh,
Oh no, he
oh,
doesn't.
no, it's
No,
all
he-
going wrong.
I
This
stab him if he tries to
little
run past me.
Oh my
Absolutely
God.
not.
I want to grab him by the scuff of his neck. You're in it with us now.
Throw him to the Cobblefright.
Oh.
Oswald, I'm so disappointed in you, but I'm really glad we get to kill this thing.
It's for the best.
And this is why it was a bad idea from the start.
We tried
Oh,
to reason
Lordy.
with him.
we did.
We
We did
tried.
not.
We can tell Riffin we honestly tried.
Bohuckle, you get to act first.
Oh, nice. I will. Hmm. I will touch Ori and cast protection from Cobblefright.
Cool.
What does that look like?
I'll
I
take
think.
it.
I pull out a bone from my pockets and I give it to you. Say, keep this on you as I reward you.
It's just a disguise.
Yeah.
That is concentration, so you'll lose it
Yeah,
on yourself.
I lose myself and I give it to him. I think that is all I can do.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight room.
Yeah, I
Rutherford.
do not want to get in there.
Okay, we are going to enter the tight room. So I'll step forward 15 or so feet, look around, observe my surroundings, keep a safe distance from the Cobblefright. Identify probably the best place to hide in the room. Gut instinct is like down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will bonus action dash, get myself snuck over here, and then hide. Oh my god.
You and these 11s.
You are hidden.
But am I? But am I? Alright, well
We'll
that's
find
my
out.
turn.
That's all you got.
Okay, Ori.
Okay. I will step into the entryway, but block the door. Clang my shield and axe together, and I say, "Come at me, you big bag of bones!" And then I'll also knock my head, and I'll cast, bless
Nice.
on Rutherford, Mungo, and
Yourself, probably.
I think myself,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
make attack.
because I want a bonus to my attacks. Yeah. So we're blessed.
Hashtag blast.
Hashtag bless. And I think that's all I can do.
Okay. Oddwald is going
Oddwald,
to
so help me if you do not help us.
try to cast this. This is
We will freak out.
15. Okay. Oddwald casts a beam spell at the Cobblefright, and it does hit. And the Cobblefright is like sheathed in black and green energy.
Jelly.
Not
Ooh,
jelly.
Dramatic.
Maybe all of his magic is jelly based though. That's kind of fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
You haven't touched it yet. You don't know if it's
We
jelly.
have to talk more about the jelly situation.
Okay, let me put that as spell. And then it's the Cobblefright's turn, who will walk up, try to munch Ori.
Mm-hmm.
Munch, munch, munch.
25 to hit. With
Yeah, that
disadvantage.
hit.
It has disadvantage.
I guess it's
With
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
What disadvantage?
Whoa. Rough.
That's 6
Oh my
slashing
God.
damage.
Okay.
12 to hit.
That misses.
And a 8 to hit. Also misses. Very good.
Also misses.
Mungojerry.
That is good.
Alright. I think I see this Cobblefright try to take a little nip out of Ori, and I take, having seen the interaction with Oddwald and him being kind of pet and owner, like I will scold the Cobblefright and be like, Cobblefright, don't fight people, bad. It's not good. And I will cast Bane on the Cobblefright.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Is that a charisma saving throw? I think so.
It is. If I guess casting it on another level just means I can do it on somebody else. So there's the.
Beautiful.
What an interesting. You don't see a lot of charisma saves, I feel like.
No, you don't. Cool. Anything else?
Bardic inspiration to Ori. and I'll just say, keep it up, Ori. You're doing great. Don't let him get to you. He's just think of him as an oversized puppy,
I just let him get that first hit in so he'd get overconfident.
Yes. Just
lure
let him
him
feel
in.
like, let him think he's doing better than he really is.
It's an old boxer trick.
Build up his confidence
get
so you
him
can tear him down.
overbalanced.
Yeah, Bohuckle.
Oh, I will cast spiritual weapon behind him.
Okay.
And what is it? It's gonna look like. What is it gonna look like? It's gonna look like. No, that's stupid. What is the bone's worst nightmare? It's gonna look like a mirror, so
A
we
bone
can see
saw?
itself, and you can see how ugly it is.
Psychological damage.
Yes, and then it'll get smacked with the mirror.
Yes. It's like the bench again. In furniture seems to be one of you.
Yeah, true.
An 8.
Oh,
8 misses.
What could I
it doesn't
say?
have the brain power to
To comprehend
take
itself.
psychological
image.
damage.
Anything else?
Oh, that was a bonus action. Oh, I can cantrip! Okay, well, then I will Sacred Flame it.
'Kay.
Please make a
Dex.
dex
18.
save. Okay. That's
I
fine.
guess it rolls a d4 to subtract from that.
Oh, that's true.
Because of Bane, but
It's
I
on
don't think.
Bane.
But I think it would still win because
Or
their
saving
save is
throw.
probably 14.
Yeah.
16.
Yep. Okay. What kind of creature you making here, Oddworld? Seems pretty resistant to everything. Including your reverse summoning, so maybe you should have built in a failsafe.
And your reverse necromancy.
The failsafe is destroying it.
We
Okay.
love
Kill
the
it,
way
kill
you
it.
think,
Oh.
Oddwald. We'll talk about this later.
Rutherford.
I am stealthy.
Yeah.
I would like to sneak up behind this guy.
Yeah.
And surprise everybody by pulling from my bag a large collection of ball bearings and tossing them across the tile floor.
That's funny.
Oh, this is like a box of rats.
Arthritis! He's gonna hurt his knees!
And I would like to
Balance
scatter
isn't
about.
what it used to be.
Yes, a way to perhaps make him fall over.
Okay.
I love the ball.
It's funny because I was just thinking about doing a trip attack on him.
Yeah, we're on the same wavelength here, Sean.
Okay, you cover a level square area that's 10 feet on a side. Creature moving across has to succeed on a dexterity saving. Great.
And rules is written, nothing happens, and I go skulk in the corner.
If he moves, then he'll walk across them.
Should make a little square for where you want them, Rutherford.
Yeah, you should.
A bonus action dash over to here, and then I will
Can you
rectangle.
throw a dagger?
Not if I don't do a main hand attack. You can only offhand attack if you've main action attacked.
Wait, how many daggers you got? Oh, never mind.
2. The number of
I gotcha.
daggers isn't the problem.
I
The
see. I
daggers
see.
here are not the problem.
The action economy.
Well, that's what we got.
Okay, Ori.
Okay, I will trip attack this fool.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll expend my. I can expend it after I see the rolls, but before. Oh, never mind. Okay, I'm good. So that hits, I'm assuming. And
Imagine if it didn't.
Well,
yeah, especially because I have a bless. So that's 9 damage, which sucks.
Nice.
But then it has to make a strength saving throw
Okay.
against me.
9.
Oh, it fails because mine's a 13, so it falls.
Okay.
And then I will attack it again. Don't I get advantage on prone enemies?
Yeah.
If it's a melee attack? Okay, I'll action surge.
Sean, I do want to point out one thing. If you
What?
grapple it, if you keep it restrained while it's down, then it can't stand up. And then it stays down forever, and will have disadvantage on all of its attacks. And will have advantage against it.
Can I attack it while I'm grappling it?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
You just do a little stabby stab attack. Little.
Okay, I'll grapple it. Who cares? Or he's Olympic judo. This is what he's been waiting for. He whips out his black belt, ties it along his waist. He gets a little, kerchief for his head, and he throws his. No, he doesn't actually throw his weapons, but he gets in there, tussles with those bones. What is that? An athletics check?
Yeah, versus its athletics.
Okay. Wow.
25.
Well, I did pretty good.
Okay, it's pretty good. We
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
pretty good. You have a
You
grapple.
should really think about going into judo at the Humblewood Olympics. We'll talk about it
Always been a
later.
dream of mine. This is my time to shine.
You're getting a gold already.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay, Oddwald needs to do something.
This is a mess of bones, ball bearings, and feathers.
Yeah, there's just all kinds of clattering happening over there.
what the sound is remarkable.
This is ricocheting.
Oddwald will cast this. Con save. It's a lot of damage. Okay. Oddwald releases another beam of green-black energy. Same. And you see it hit the Cobblefright, and the Cobblefright just, like, melts where it touches him.
Okay,
He's a melty boy.
I'm glad he's
did
on our side.
23 damage to it.
What?
This is really not fair.
And then the Cobblefright's turn. It's gonna attack Sean Ori at disadvantage still.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
So 17.
Okay, it misses everything.
Okay, I
Mungojerry.
would like to spend a reaction to attack
Oh.
it.
Mhm.
I will repost and expend my reaction and a superiority die to make a melee attack against
Nice.
it. I'll spend both my inspiration and my bless to see if that works. 3, 18.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I have
It'd be a
advantage,
19 'cause you
but
have
whatever.
advantage, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay, perfect. Jeez, not great on the damage. I rolled another one. Okay,
Okay, 7
7
damage.
slashing.
Beautiful. Mungojerry.
Mungojerry yet again will be like, bad Cobblefright. And he'll just be like, and he'll like escalate that sound until it's louder and louder and louder and louder. And he'll perform Shatter just
Nice.
beyond, just
Yep.
beyond him, so it doesn't catch Ori.
Not
and
on
he'll-
Ori.
and that echoes across the plains.
Okay. You got a 23 on its save, so it succeeded. But it takes
disadvantage?
half. 21 with disadvantage. Why does it have disadvantage?
Because it's prone.
Not on con save.
Who has
you don't get
Constitution
Oh,
save?
it's con save? I'm sorry, I thought it was dex. My bad.
But
My
it still
bad.
takes half damage, so 6 thunder.
Okie dokie. And
Okay.
anybody else want Bardic Inspiration?
I'll never say no.
All right, Rutherford. Rutherford!
Like,
You
head
get 'em.
pops up from behind a table.
See a pair of
What you can
boxers.
do?
Bohuckle.
Oh, let's try this again. We're gonna smack. Oh, 21.
Yeah, 21 is good. Just smack.
With the mirror.
Oh,
Give him the
6
mirror.
6 force damage. Well, he's on the ground. I just hovered above him. Look at yourself.
I turn its head.
Make him reflect on himself.
Maybe I'll sacred flame him. That's a dex.
Yeah.
A dex saving throw.
6.
Oh!
3 radiant damage.
Beautiful.
Just chipping him away.
Every point counts.
Chipping away. Oddball's gonna be
You know,
like
it's not a
50 damage.
23, but you know what? We do what we can.
Oddwell's beating us in terms of DPS, but it's
Well,
not a race. It's a
not
marathon.
race, and you actually caused it, so you're net negative in terms of DPS.
It's
True, true.
He
It's
generated
Until
all
it's
its
dead,
own
you're
first
still in the
place.
negative.
Hiding behind us, might I add.
That's all.
Okay, Rutherford.
Okay, we emerge from the hide site, and we get all slashy on the big boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point in booming blading. He's not going anywhere. That's a 25 to
Yeah, that's
hit.
a
Oh,
crit.
crit!
Go!
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so
Oh.
let's break it down here. We've got 16. That's a 3. I don't want to re-roll either of those, but I will re-roll one of the ones. 6. So actually,
Nice.
that is 16 plus 14 is 30 damage.
Beautiful. It's a lot of damage. He's not looking good.
And then I kind of dance around in a little circle and back up a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Ori?
Okay, I punch it in the face. With my axe. And we'll make it a menacing attack, just because it doesn't have enough negative modifiers on it yet.
Mm-hmm.
18 hits.
18 hits. 12 slashing damage.
Nice. Anything
That's
else?
it.
Okay. Oddwald is going. He like comes back behind Mungojerry. He's like, no, stop. He's so hurt. Don't tell him he's a bad boy. If
He's a freaking bad boy.
You said he doesn't have emotions, Outwald.
he doesn't have emotions.
I
But
think this is
do.
just you. These are your
Can't feel
projections.
pain.
You need to reflect
And
on yourself.
he casts a spell on himself and goes invisible. And he's like, don't worry, I'm still right here. I'm just sad.
What?
We're going to talk about this later.
You need therapy.
You need to work on your emotional responses. Going invisible, you're just hiding from the problems.
The Cobblefright's gonna make a last-ditch effort to attack somebody. It has a reach of 10 feet, so it's going to attack Rutherford with disadvantage.
Alright.
16?
It also has
That-
Bane.
Ooh, yes, thank you, because my AC is 16.
So it misses. That misses. That misses.
Disadvantage with Bane.
Wow, Bane is
sucks.
so good.
This was a good stack of
a
debuffs,
good
guys. I'm
one.
happy with everything we've done.
Bane
here.
is good. It's
Yeah.
just sometimes they save from it and you're like sad.
Yeah.
Do they get a save at the end of every turn?
I think so.
No. Do they?
No?
I don't think they do.
It's just concentration.
Oh, it's concentration. Sometimes that's annoying too. You lose concentration.
I'm
'Kay.
very concentrated on the fact that this Cobblefright is a bad boy.
Mungojerry.
I'm going to vicious encouragement this.
In response
Cobblefright.
to
Yeah, I'm gonna say, "Who's a good boy?" But I'm
yeah,
gonna try to
Oddwall.
get
Now
him.
you're
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Okay, Oddwell, who's a good boy?" And I'm gonna try to get him to step on more of the ball bearings, like, so that it's like more disadvantage, or that it'll like try to overexert itself, or like run too fast or something like that.
Okay.
starts wagging its tail.
It starts.
And then it gets
wagging
that thing where
its
dogs they wag it
tail.
too much and then they hurt themselves.
The tail just falls off.
The tail just falls off.
He
Okay, it
just
failed
shakes
its save.
himself.
2 damage.
2 damage. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, beautiful. Bohuckle.
You know, Oddwald, I'm starting to have an emotional reaction now too, and then I'm gonna like hold him. I'm gonna reach out to where he just was and grab
Yeah,
him.
he's there.
Invisible-
Okay, and I'm gonna
invisible
grapple
wall.
him. And I'm gonna be like, and pretend that I'm sad.
Nice going.
Yeah,
nice
you
going.
can do that.
And then behind my back, sacred flame.
It fails.
Sacred flame or it?
It fails. Sacred flame.
1 damage.
Wow.
We're doing great.
Cantrips coming in. clutch.
Wow, Rutherford came in there with a 30 real quick.
Rutherford, get
Don't you
in
still
here.
have spiritual weapon?
Oh shit. Nope.
Okay, we. Another 25.
Oh
That's
my
it.
gosh.
Go!
Rutherford's time. You
Oh.
failed on that stealth just to succeed in
Yes,
this.
I was
arena.
saving them, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna re-roll that one. So, 12. That's 21 plus another 6. Yes, is 27. Math
Big
is hard.
damage. How would you like to kill it? Please describe.
So I'm not fond of this thing.
I don't
Start
think
with
any
that.
of us are, except for Oddwall.
Yeah, I'm also not particularly fond of Oddwald. So I think we're going to remove its head. That feels like just a really great starting point. Right?
Uh-huh.
We are cutting the head off. That falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And then we are separating the heads.
The heads. Yeah, that would be my next step.
One goes in one corner of the room, the other goes in the other corner of the room. And then we start taking like ribs and phalanges and whatever else birds have, and we're just chucking them all over the place. There's like some pots of boiling lava, it looks like, in this friggin'
No, he's upstairs. Figgins.
oh Figgins, yes, great. Yeah, we're just bones are going everywhere.
Okay.
And anything that looks like an important critical Cobblefright bone, we're gonna like snap it in
Femur.
half and then break the pieces a little bit more and then chuck those somewhere else. Like it's if anything is integral
While this
to
is
the structure
happening,
of
I
this
have
thing.
moved to invisible Oddwald and I'm covering his invisible eyes.
Beautiful.
Don't look. You
Yeah,
don't need to see this.
Rutherford kills this and then continues for 40 minutes to dismantle.
Mhm.
We just let you do it. I feel like you're motivated by outrage. Righteous moral outrage.
We're just cleaning up in there. That's what those noises are. Don't look. Don't look.
Don't look. Just,
We don't
it's
just.
all right, Oddwald.
We're just gonna go up the stairs. We're just gonna start
let's
going
go.
back up the
Come up
stairs.
here.
Keep your eyes closed, and we're gonna walk
Yes,
upstairs.
Think of happy thoughts.
Oh,
What
duck
even
bone.
is a happy thought?
You know, like a pet.
What's Cobblefright
Oh!
heaven look like?
I'll bring out my little hopping kitty and say, "Look, a new pet for you." It just hops.
Oh, a
It's
hopping
made me happy so many times.
It's a squirrel.
It's
It was
It's
a
a
squirrel.
It's boing, 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 boing.
Boing, 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 boing. Look at it! Look at it, boing!
I pour him a cup of tea.
He
Is he still
becomes
invisible?
no, he
Is this how
becomes
we do-
uninvisible pretty fast.
All right,
And
yeah,
you
he'll
pull out
get
the
some
squirrel,
Earl
and
Grey.
he like holds out his hand and would like it to boing in his hand.
It can boing
Okay.
in.
I just give him sips of tea, like I hold
Great.
the teacup.
And he's
like,
just like dissociating into this boinging squirrel.
that's fine.
That's what
We would
this-
prefer that over
This is
every
a
other
good
option.
outlet for your emotion. Not summoning necromantic things. That's a bad outlet.
But we'll work.
It's
Well,
true.
don't worry, we'll work on a workshop. It you know, have you ever thought about acting in a musical? I feel like
maybe sculpting. You seem so creative with how you did that with the heads. You know.
see, sculpture could be good for him too. Yeah, he's a good costume. You can make costumes for the musical. Set design. You know, I think I just
He's just not. He's
no,
checked
and
out,
it's
and
okay.
you're talking at him.
He
now.
doesn't have to talk back
At the moment.
Mhm.
at the moment.
Classic Mungojerry situation. They don't have to talk back.
It's like my dad on an airplane.
They don't need to talk back.
Okay. The dismantling of the skeleton continues. We will take a quick 10-minute break and return momentarily.
My
We'll be
goodness.
back. Okay, we're back. You all are with Oddwald. I assume up in the room with the broken closet door.
Yeah.
And
I'm trying to
Mordaine.
confront him.
Okay.
Mordaine is just oozing jelly propped up in his.
That thing couldn't even beat the heroes of Alderheart. There was no way it was going to beat the fire demon.
No.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't feel bad about us killing it.
True.
Your plan wasn't ever going to work. Yeah.
It was never going to work.
What a
wasn't
failure
finished
if
yet.
you would never have succeeded.
Yeah.
Wasn't finished
Yeah.
yet. That's true. That's true. Wasn't finished yet, guys.
So we
okay.
just have to...
Let's bygones be bygones.
All right,
Now, what's
you're
up with
right,
this
Ori.
Borealis thing?
No, first order of business, we have an owl to fix.
The owl is fine.
Owl? Is he an owl? Oh.
Yeah, he's a Strig.
Mordaine.
Mordaine is, yeah.
I'll fix this. I'll go over to them and I'll turn around, still looking like Mordaine, and be like, "It's me, Mordaine. Everything is great. Now get out of my library."
Or he rips the necklace off of he says, "I'm tired of this." He gives it over back to Oddwald.
Oddwald,
Okay.
please unjellify him.
But maybe, I mean, is he gonna come to right away? Is this gonna be incriminating?
Yes.
Okay, maybe we should like
We'll
prop him
move
up
him
somewhere.
Put
Put him in his bed.
not-
Where's his bed?
Or
Not
just put
illegal
him
to
in the
unjellify
library.
somebody.
Does he have a cot in the library?
He could be conscious right now. It might not matter at all what we do.
He probably has a cot in the library. He can't hear us.
I don't know
This
that
is
I
coming
trust
from the
your grasp of
spellcaster
magic.
himself.
Okay, yeah, let's put him at the desk.
What if I cast blindness, deafness on him, and then we wake him up?
And then we remove it.
Remove it.
And we say, "Oh my goodness, are you all right? You blacked out.
You
You're in a
you
coma."
hit your head so hard on this spare bone over here.
Came from the heavens.
Yeah, a really heavy tome just fell off a shelf and knocked you right out.
Anyway, we shouldn't be back here. This is a secret room that.
Yeah,
he
now
doesn't
you're
know
worried about being in secret rooms. Come on, buck up, man. Let's
I have
go.
a question. What is skeleton servitors you're doing, or were those always here?
Those are always here. I just added
School
more.
practices necromancy. Well,
The only practical necromancy they allow.
They even get them from they have someone come in and do it. No necromancy actually happens.
where do they get the bones?
Don't ask too many questions.
Don't ask too many questions. All right, let's move Mordaine. Let's do blindness, deafness, and let's wake him up.
I don't think the whole rigmarole is necessary, but
We don't have to.
we'll put him at the desk at the very
Prop him
least,
up
and
at the
Put him
then,
at the desk.
and then wake him up once we're on the other side of the desk.
Yeah. Oddwald's like, okay.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, wake him up while he's at the teacher's desk, and we'll be sitting at the student desk.
No.
And then we'll be like, "Are you all right, Professor? You were just in the middle of lecturing. What happened?" And then he'll be very confused, and then we'll skedaddle.
No. We put him at his library desk.
He's still covered in jelly.
He won't be. Okay, I'm gonna go, but I'll be outside the. I can't be in the library. I don't have a pass.
Oh, you're
How
with
does
us
he know
now.
that? We have passes. We can let you out.
Okay.
Why are you
okay,
so
okay.
concerned for the rules all of a sudden?
You have a pass because you're with us. That's all that
yes,
matters.
Yes, you're here as a consultant.
I appreciate rules as much as the next guy.
That does not seem likely.
All right,
You haven't
but
really
let's
got
not
that
get
vibe
into
from
it,
you.
fellows. We've cleansed. We've had the tea of peace.
I'm gonna need a little bit more of that tea, Mungojerry.
Here, Rutherford. Here, have some tea of
Please.
peace. I put like a brandy in yours.
Yes. It's an Irish tea.
Oh,
of
I want
peace.
that tea of peace.
Yeah, Ori, no tea of peace for you. You've had two already. All right.
All right. Are you all are ready? You
Yeah.
okay? He goes 3, 2, 1, and then he casts the spell magic, and Mordaine goes takes a huge breath, and he goes, "What was it?"
Mordaine, are you okay? A book fell out of the sky, and
I had just asked you a
we
question,
found you
and that
slumped against
book
your desk.
flew across the room.
What book?
I don't know. One of the servitors picked it up.
How long
Are you
have
feeling
I
all
been
right?
out? No,
Oh, just a couple minutes.
couple minutes. Okay,
Just a couple minutes.
okay. What was your question?
Do you know anything about a staff called the Borealis?
I can look into that for you.
He knows nothing on his own, but he's very good at looking into stuff.
Very small working memory.
He ruffles through some papers and
Wait,
like,
do
it
you
looks like
know who I am?
no.
We haven't
That seems accurate.
interacted with you at all. The
Maybe you've had some short-term memory loss, but we won't dwell on it.
God.
He goes through his papers and he's like, it looks like I have a lot of requests that haven't been filled. So it'll give me in 3 weeks and I'll have that book list to you.
I'm sorry,
3
this is actually
weeks.
gonna be. I grab Rutherford's hand with the badge. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at this badge.
You hold up my hand holding a badge.
This is very important Alderheart business. You know, heroes of Alderheart, yada yada yada. We're on a time crunch. The world is gonna end. We're gonna need you to research a little bit faster. Love you.
Oswald goes up to Ori and he's
Chef's
like,
kiss.
I already know everything. You don't need the books.
Okay, sounds good. Anyways, I think you still need to recover. And Ori's big wings like expand out, and he starts shuffling everyone out. And he says, "You have a nice break now, Mordaine. You just rest and check on those books. I think we know all we need to know now."
2 cups of tea in the morning. It'll do the trick.
More jelly for a month?
If you have any jelly-related flashbacks, just don't worry about it.
That's
Don't-
all natural.
Don't dwell on it.
Alright, you get out of the library.
What was that about?
That's a
We
close
don't know
one.
anything about the staff yet.
Oh, well, this one over here said he knew everything already, so...
I was
The one that has demonstrated not knowing everything.
knowing
I mean, he knew how to make a Cobblefright.
Maybe he knew how to put some bones together.
Anyway, for months I was the library curator, so I just
You've
found
been
everything.
doing this for months?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Necromancer takes a
Mordaine's
long
gonna
time.
he's gonna have a real heck of a day when he figures out that it's 3 months from the day you told him it was.
I didn't tell him it was any day specifically.
We said he
And
was
I
out
did
for
tell him he had short-term memory loss.
A minute.
a minute. A lot of minutes. We didn't
Couple
specify.
minutes.
A minute.
He should have asked more specific questions.
There was an insinuation that maybe it was a few minutes, but I did not specify the exact amount of minutes. In the grand scheme of things, a month is just a few.
But yeah. There you go. Quotes from Ori.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, what do you know about this Borealis thing?
Well, I
Wait,
know a lot.
we need to fix Figgery.
We do.
Oh.
We're walking towards Figgery. I'm dragging. We're having a walking meeting.
If you,
It's all the rage.
he'll fix himself.
I don't think that
Over
child's
time.
immune system is capable of fixing too much. He's gonna need some help.
Okay, well, I can't
Didn't we
do
look into
anything.
it and he was gonna die?
I think we made that up.
Oh,
We
did
He
you
like
made
make
that
that
up.
up?
points to you did make that up. He
Yeah.
points to
Classic.
Bohuckle. And he's like,
Oh.
"You're a cleric. Don't you have remove curse? Do that."
You
Me? You must like a high level cleric to you. No. I can't remove curse until next level.
Also, you said he wasn't cursed.
You
he's not
said he
powerful
wasn't
magic.
cursed.
He's not cursed, but if you tried to heal him, the only thing maybe it's you know how things get sorted out weird. It's not cursed, but maybe it's in the same family as cursed.
Earlier you were arguing that it was specifically not a curse because you had,
That's what
quote,
I'm saying.
All right,
not
wait,
cursed
drink
that
the
child.
Peace. We will take each other. We you will have to look at figurines and
We'll just give him a look over. We'll give him
Yeah.
some moral support, and then his own immune system will hopefully take over the rest.
How did it even do that to Figgery? Why did it not do it to us if it was able to do it to Figgery? Was it broken?
I don't know.
We've drank the tea of peace.
I'm just pointing out that this plan was never gonna work.
I know. I know.
Okay.
And we still need to talk about why you got those bones.
The bones just came from where you get bone.
That bird head, that was the lower jaw, was
Uh-huh.
like 4 times the size of any bird's head I've ever seen. And that was the smaller of the 2 jaws. So where did you get either of those from?
You haven't seen the giant birds.
There are giant birds. He's not wrong.
Like bird folk or bird?
Birds.
No, just big birds.
Big bird.
Well, ancestors of big birds.
That's a whole different
Were
Cobblefright.
any people killed in the making of your Cobblefright?
No.
Were any previously people bones desecrated in the making of your Cobblefright?
What would you consider desecration?
Used in any way?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll just tuck that away
Oh,
for
I'll
later.
just tuck that
Rutherford is
away.
furiously taking notes about everything that he
You're
says
gonna
and
be
does.
written up for this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's
going to be a big
lot of
citation.
citations.
Yeah. I'll have you know I'm deputized by the
Oh,
intergalactic
shit.
steam
Not
method.
happy.
No one's happy. Osha's not happy. The steam
let Griffin
methods,
know
they're
where you
never
are.
happy.
Maybe he can help us find the staff. Everybody loved that idea.
No,
Griffin's
no,
not
we
very good at things.
I mean, I just don't know where he is.
He's in Alderheart.
He has poor
Okay.
taste in companions. So.
If we have enough information about this staff, aren't there magics we can use to find it?
Yes,
I say we
I
either do
think.
that here.
Well, I don't know if any of you are powerful enough, but you.
With
You
the,
already
we're in
brought-
a school of magic users, right?
Yeah, but
There's
the
got to be a
greatest-
powerful diviner.
The greatest diviner that's come through these parts is not here anymore.
We don't even
you
need
got-
the greatest, we just need good enough.
You all
Who,
already talked about her.
Susan?
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 Is she Susan of the city right now, or is she?
She's Susan of the city right now. She's
Yeah.
got a new life.
Oh, is
I
she in that shithole we never want to go back to?
No, God, no. She's in
no,
Alderheart.
no. She came to Alderheart.
Oh, she
When
did.
I
we
knew
got our
her, she was
prophecy.
Susan of the school, but
Oh, it's
Well,
she
she had a
evolved.
Susan of the swamp face.
What was she in the interim when she was in that place we don't like?
Charlotte
Susan?
of the city.
Charlotte of the city.
She needed an alien.
She had a
to
different
protect her
name. She was
identity.
yes. She had to protect her
Mhm.
identity. It's true.
Um,
Well,
I mean,
sounds
well,
like
we're
we
great
need to go to
friends with
Alderheart.
Susan. Yeah, we can go back. We can hook up with Susan, get a quick read on where the thingy-mabobber is, and then.
Though granted, last time she tried to do magic with us, she accidentally summoned a demon, and
Yes, but she was much better at the divinations.
she was best at
You're the
pies.
one who gave who your prophecy?
No.
It's been
Oh,
in the
okay.
family for generations.
Been
Susan
in
had
the
nothing
family
to do
for
with it.
generations.
Susan could be pretty
Susan
old.
could be around for generations.
All right. Well, it sounds like we need to hit the road then.
Yeah, let's get out of here. This place sucks.
Somebody's out for our magical stone that we don't talk about.
Yeah, they are. Let's get out of here. This place is useless.
The worst. So long.
Did we have
avian.
anything else we needed to do here?
I mean, other than Figgery's budding love life, which I think I've been assured will take care of itself and he'll make a fast recovery. And I think it will be fine.
What about Fred? Did we ever tie the knot on him? Or whatever his name
Fred,
was?
You know, no, other than him thinking he's getting a promotion when he's probably not.
Okay.
And our girl, the Gallus, is not evil, which is great, reassuring. Love that for us. Was worried for a minute there.
Oh, true. Should we return that book now?
Oh, yes, book.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably should.
And then we can toodaloo the avium.
Toodaloo.
And
we
the
can
whole
just go.
building moves out from under us.
Just drifts out to sea and falls under the waves, never to be seen again.
Never
thank
to be
God.
seen again.
Thank God.
Okay.
Sure.
I
We'll
guess
give
yeah,
the book to Glenda Nicey on our way out.
we'll
Are
find
you-
a surreptitious way to do that.
Giving it to her, or just like
She's not gonna
hiding
know
it
I
back
have the
on
book.
the shelf? Okay, great.
I could wear the amulet. Be Mordaine. Walk in, be like, I found this book in my library. Leave. Take amulet off.
Fine.
He's finally doing it. We're finally
He's
getting
doing
some
it.
roleplay. He's oh, our apprentice has grown. He's taking to the stage.
He's broken
no,
under
no.
pressure.
I'm not going to wear the amulet. He's going to wear the amulet, pointing at Bohuckle.
Ori, the
Oh, I
amulet,
have
please.
the amulet. Well, fine. But only for as long as you need it. I'm not traveling with a Mordaine.
Okay. Now you also look like Mordaine, and let's go. I'm going to give the book back to her, and I'll say, be on the lookout. There's been someone looking like me around town.
Okay,
If you
this
see
would-
anything funny, you let me know.
Yeah, this would be a great plan. But you go up looking at like Mordaine with this book, and as you get to her office,
Mhm.
the book disappears from your hand.
Problem solved. Come back. Okay, let's go.
Rutherford,
Not a
the
problem anymore.
book is in your bag.
The book is in my bag.
Yep.
It's your book now.
My. Well,
You connected to it mentally, and now
Yep.
we have a pet book.
I'm okay with
I
this.
don't like this.
You sold your soul to a book.
Okay, so you have to wear the amulet so it gets confused because it's going to think you're Mordaine, and then we can break the connection.
Or I can just keep the book and write an apology letter inside another book and put it on the shelf where the other book was, but make the spine look like the book that I have.
And that's very complicated.
It is.
We could
I think we just leave.
She can't
It's been
use this book anyway.
requisitioned by the heroes of Alderheart. The defenders, whatever our name is.
It's practical necromancy. She only practices theoretical necromancy.
Illegal book. It's ours now.
All right. Well, let's turn our backs on this place. I turn my back on you, the avium. I'm over it. Toodaloo.
Rutherford, as you decide to keep this book, and
Oh,
as you're
God.
toodalooing the avium,
I mean, I can't really
Uh,
decide to keep this book. This book has
The book
decided
is
to
keeping
keep
you.
me.
no, but you decided to keep this book. You didn't try to get rid of it again.
Fair.
You start hearing whispers in your ear
Nice.
Of whom?
of dark secrets, like necromancy secrets.
Okay.
Just like
Theoretical necromancy.
Yeah, no, practical necromancy
God.
whispering in your ear about like these horrible things that you could do.
Okay.
The secret's not your mind, and your wisdom score decreases by 1, but your intelligence increases by 2.
Whoa.
Actually amazing!
Wow.
Who cares if I've got a -1 wisdom now? We didn't care about that stat to begin with.
I'm scared.
It's
The
just
last thing
instructing
we
you how to
need
make
is
a
an
good
un-
cobblebones
my
or
God.
cobblefright.
No, it's talking
As
about
long
way more disturbing things than Cobblefright.
As Oddwald does not get a
More
hold of that
disturbing
book.
things than
That's fine. It still looks
Cobblefright.
like a book about taxes.
Yeah.
Evil book about taxes.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to
Evil
repeat
taxes.
ourselves, Sean.
Redundant. I know.
You're toodalooing the avium.
Yeah, toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Bye. Nice not
Oh,
knowing
no,
you.
no, hold up. What are we gonna do with Oddwald?
He's coming with
coming
us
with
to
us.
see Susan.
But like, we can agree he's not a good guy, right?
Oh no, we're
He's
gonna reunite him
fine.
with Riffin, and then he's going to be arrested, and he has to serve penance.
Okay. What are we
Probably.
gonna do in the meantime? Do we treat him like a prisoner or not?
No.
No.
But we're definitely
Did
gonna
you
keep
see
eyes
him
on
do
no.
him.
20
Did you
did
see
you
what
see
he
him
did?
do
Oh
20
God, we
damage to
can't
a
keep him.
Cobblefright? We can't.
We need to be on his good side.
He needs to think he's in control here.
Did you see when he melted the bones?
Those could have been your bones.
To be fair, I did more to
I know.
Cobblefright in one hit than he did in Cobblefright in one hit, so just
It's alright. You're very powerful and strong too.
Yeah.
You're
thank
right.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just
Okay,
that
we need to keep on
unfortunately,
your
you're not
good side as
wise,
well.
so he'll go first and then destroy you before you go.
What?
I don't think that's
you're
how
not,
that
you're
works.
no longer wise. Or is it Dex? I
It's
don't even know what
Dex.
initiative.
It's
oh,
Dex.
Ugh, never mind.
I still got
Wow,
him beat
do you
there.
even play D&D? Oh my
No.
god.
Alright, well,
He's just a
Rutherford
misguided
takes
soul.
meticulous notes about everything that Oddwald does in the intervening 6 years that I assume he's going to be stuck to us, that we have to deal with him. So,
Yeah,
if Rutherford is
you're
awake,
just taking voice notes.
yeah, I mean, yeah, if he's awake, he is keeping eyes on Oddwald and making notes about what he's doing and why he doesn't like it.
Perfect.
Okay, that sounds right. You should be true to yourself.
Yes.
What a fulfilling way to spend one's time.
Not why it's bad, why I don't like it.
Yes. Well, but it's synonymous. Synonymous.
They're
I
two
am a
peas in a
paragon of
pod. That's
more
why they hate
virtue.
each other so
But
much.
Today he made dinner. I hate roasted bell pepper.
Only necromancers of evil.
Would eat a
Only
bell
practical
pepper.
necromancers make that.
I say
Let's
as
go
my
find Susan
skull
and hope
becomes
she
my
can get
face.
us out of this mess.
Okay. On your travels, Oddwald will an information dump.
Cool. Tell us all you know, Oddwald.
So
We
tell
have
you
a
about the
scribe.
tell you about the Borealis first.
Okay.
He stumbled across an old legend mentioning it many years ago, but it was only since returning to the avium that he managed to find a collection of laboratory notes claiming to be from the wizard who crafted them. The notes convinced him that such an item could have been created, like that it was possible. But if it was indeed constructed, its power would not only be tremendous, but also uniquely suited to counter the elemental energies of the aspect of fire. Based on Oddwald's research, he's theorized a way to use the Borealis along with the Conjuration Circle to reseal the aspect. But that's not something that can be tested, and he also doesn't know if he really doesn't believe that the staff exists at all. So he thinks it has he thinks / thought that it had too small of a chance of success, and now he's like, sure, I'll go down this. And since his recent research on spellcrafting, trying to create a spell that mimics the Cobblefright's Siphon Soul ability, he has hit up some new documents which have increased his confidence in the chance of success for a ritual using the Borealis. But there's still no way to be sure, and there's still no way to know that it actually exists.
Well,
He
Susan
does
will take
know-
care of that for us, right?
Yeah, he knows it's it is suspected, if it is somewhere, to be buried in a dungeon in the grove. And
Okay.
this would have been before, I think, the Scorched Grove really fully existed. So it used to be exposed, and then it got covered and buried.
Mhm.
Why don't we just ask the snakes to take us
I
there?
wonder if we can find an old map.
We could get the tenders to blow some ash around.
They're really good at blowing hot air.
They kick some ash.
Jesus. I have some questions for Oddwald. How is it that you're the only
You two are
person
not
who
allowed
knows
to
about
talk
this?
unsupervised.
Question 1. I hate you.
Fact 1. You suck. Question 1. Where did you learn all this?
All what?
All the exposition dump you just gave me.
In the library.
Why didn't you help us with any of this information a week ago?
Because my idea was better, and it still is better.
Well, is maybe a strong word.
I think that I've made a mistake, and I apologize, and I'm going to disengage from this conversation and walk away.
Thumbs up. We get
we
you did it.
Ori has some little glasses on. He stole an extra pair from, gosh, from what's
one
his
of
name?
the 4 Mordaines.
Mordaine.
One of the Mordaines running around.
And he's scribbling notes about their interaction. Okay, the interaction seems to have gone poorly once again today. We'll note that Oddwall was narcissistic as always and unperturbed by Rutherford's attempts at logic. We'll check back in tomorrow for next interaction.
I like the idea that Rutherford wakes up with like a fresh start, and he's like, "Today's gonna be the day I get through." And then 3 seconds in, it's like, "Nope."
Nope. Later. That's canon. That is canon.
Hope springs eternal.
Mm-hmm. Oddwald comes to you, Ori, like, and I think it takes you like 3 or 4 days to get back to Alderheart.
Yeah.
He comes to you on the final day, and he says, "You seem like a bird that would understand this, so I'm gonna tell you." Well,
I would love to hear it. Infamous for my knowledge.
I told you about this prophecy that I believed was me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I think it is me, and why I thought it's me.
Wait.
So, I thought my mom told me this prophecy that one of us would stop the effects of the Great Calamity. And for a long time, I believed it would be me. But the more I learned, the less I knew. And so I was just like, kept coming up against walls. I wanted to be the one. And I knew I was. But 6 months ago, I was granted a vision. And an entity visited me in a dream and imparted knowledge of the aspect's existence to me. And it showed me
Who visited you?
It's like the best I can do is entity. It was like a misty figure with the shape of something. I mean, it's hard to make out.
Okay.
Misty form visited me, showed me the location of the seal, and told me of the spells I might use to heal the grove of the influence once and for all. And I said, this is my chance. So I went there, and the circle in the grove seemed like it was actively weakening. So I panicked and I used the spells that were shown to me in the vision. And the sigil flared up and the fires began to spread, and then everything was horrible.
Oddwald.
You picked the right person to tell Oddwald.
You really did. Oddwald. Visions are a dangerous thing to receive. They're often confusing. And yet yours was surprisingly clear.
Very straightforward.
Yes. And no part of you said, how is this happening? Why is this happening? You sought no one to talk to? Have you told anyone else of this?
I mean, I can't.
Birdfolk don't receive visions, Oddwald.
But I did.
You must not be birdfolk.
Well, and then this vision led you to cast spells that strengthened the aspect of fire?
The vision told me that it would stop it. I know. I will admit.
Yeah.
I was a damn fool.
I'll make sure Rutherford never hears that, but I'm glad you admitted it.
All these years I've spent afraid of failing to live up to my family's name and the prophecy, but it was that same fear, and I just acted recklessly. I saw it was weakening, and I thought, I have to act now. I should have not listened to that stupid vision and the blasted voice, and now maybe my actions have doomed Humblewood, but that is why I've been so diligent in trying to find a way to stop it. And I really do believe that the Cobblefright is the path forward, but we can try this.
Cobblefright, we're gonna set aside for a moment. We're gonna pretend that does not exist anymore for a moment until our current path fails us. I think it is commendable, Oddwald, that you are trying to make right what you did wrong. But I think he like puts his wings, his talons on Oddwald's shoulders. He says, "You are one person, and you are taking on too much for just yourself. You have friends. You have people that will help you. Ask for it, and we will be there for you. We can help you. Riffin can help you. Susan can help you. It does not just have to be you."
I can't go back to Riffin. It was because of what I did that destroyed his home. He will never forgive me.
You cannot make that decision for Riffin. Riffin will have to decide if he forgives you. And that is a challenging and scary thing to face. But I think that is also true bravery. And if you ever get any more visions, talk to me first, please.
Okay, yeah.
You're a good man, Oddwald. I know you can be great. You just must stay true to not to yourself. You must temper your ambition with a little bit of something else.
Common
Live up to
sense.
Riffin's idea of you.
A little bit of riffing would be good in here.
Like, I knew you were the right person to come to. Thanks, Ori.
I'm glad you shared that with me, Oddwald. But
I think
all
you're
we
right.
can do
I
is move
think
forward.
you all will help me if I ask for it, and I think that I should probably open up to the rest of them too.
I think that is a good idea. We've already offered our help, and I think there is maybe value in talking to someone like Susan about whatever those rituals you received in your vision were. I'm no magic expert, and while my compatriots do use some sort of otherworldly forces, I would not call them experts either.
We were so proud of you from afar, and now gone.
There's only one person in this group who's good at arcane, and he hates this person. And he also did a bad job on his last Arcana check,
Well,
so
that's unfortunate.
He's
get
getting
out of
more
here.
arcane. He's getting more arcane by the minute.
He did get smarter, I guess, recently. Dare I suggest, as a last resort, Rutherford does seem the most learned of us all. But don't trust voices and visions willy-nilly.
Oh, I know that now.
Yeah, a little late, but that's okay. We're working on it.
You know,
Okay, good heart to heart. I need a drink.
Start the apocalypse. I know now not to listen to voices.
I guess you have to start the apocalypse to save the world from the apocalypse, but it's really
True.
not great.
It's true.
It's not great. It's not ideal. Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do before you get to Alderheart?
I need a wrist.
I do have a request.
Uh-huh.
Per my previous email,
Uh-huh.
I was following and listening to everything Oddwald did.
Yeah.
Said. Can he roll stealth and see if he is able to avert my
tape recorder?
Just make a perception check.
But yeah.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
he just lost
Why can't-
wisdom.
Oh, what's wrong? No wisdom?
I feel strongly
like-
that I should have advantage on that roll, but
Right now,
He'll roll. He's not very stealthy. He'll roll stealth, and that'll be your versus. Oh,
Rutherford is now just
okay.
like a guy, a film noir
Natural 20.
detective.
No. Yeah, I think you win ties, right? Because you're I think.
I'm actively tailing him.
Yeah, you're the attack. He's the defense. You win. Yeah, you overheard everything.
Including when
everything.
Ori
I'm
slandered
deciding
you.
how.
Yeah.
I'm deciding how picky I want to be, because I could also say just Ori noticed that Rutherford is here, because
Yeah.
Ori might not have had that conversation if he knew Rutherford was
true.
there.
Rutherford's very stealthy.
So do you want me to roll stealth?
I mean,
I choose to be blithely unaware. I'm
Yo.
happily sitting
You
by
two
a
are just
fire.
off cavorting in the forest, having a fun time drinking some
We're just
tea.
one of us wears the Mordaine amulet and pretends to be him, and then we both giggle, and then we switch, and then we...
No, you do it. You do it. Oh. This is great.
Yeah, I think do stealth versus perception.
yeah, let's just do it. Let's just hash it out and see. Oh, damn.
If you add both
rolled
of yours
bad that
together, you
time.
still lose.
What?
Yikes.
No, Sean would break
okay.
ties in this situation.
Oh, okay.
I'm aggressively
Do I
stumbling
want to
towards
use a
Sean.
lucky? No. I don't care that much. Okay. Ori's distracted. He doesn't notice.
Okay.
That's fine.
You had
This
to use
conversation
all of your
happens.
emotional intelligence to
I did. I had to
handle
dig deep into that well of
people
wisdom that
skills
Ori
and have
has.
them.
Yeah.
I
That's why
will-
he needed a drink.
Sean, I will say, I decided I was going to do this at the start of the conversation, and then you did save it at the end with good advice and, hey, listen to Rutherford, and him being,
Oh.
oh,
I
I'll
did-
go tell the others. Bad things could have happened today. Bad
mean,
things could have
sure.
happened.
Bad things could have happened in multiple directions, we'll
Mhm.
say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think your peace tea is working very well.
No.
You know,
You got to double
some
brew it
people
next
wake up
time.
and they choose violence. I'll have to work on my peace tea. I'm gonna need narcotics.
Some people wake up and choose pathological narcissism. Is it Rutherford or is it Oddwald? We'll never know.
I think it's.
Oh, I think Ori has written documentation.
Okay, you all
Bonding, fun times.
bonding fun times. You all reach Alderheart and are approaching the giant tree. And Oddwald's like comes up to the chickens and to Rutherford and is like, "Hey, so I talked to Ori yesterday, and he just thought that it was a good idea for you all to know that I might have been the one that caused the aspect of fire to emerge, but now I'm fixing it. So I wanted to get that off my chest."
I'm sorry.
That
What did you
seems-
say?
That seems in line with all of your previous actions.
Just say that one more time. I don't think I heard you correctly.
Bohuckle, yeah. You might want to take 2 steps back and say it to Bohuckle again.
Ori sort of steps in front of him and it's like, Oddwald was doing the best he could with the information he had. Fortunately, it seems to have sort of set into motion the events that we're dealing with right now. But it doesn't change the fact that the aspect of fire and the Scorch Grove has been a problem for hundreds of years. It was going to come to a
He
head
killed my
at
whole
any
village
point,
and
probably.
everybody. And then he
Is it
did
you
what he just
haven't
did.
seemed very concerned about it lately, so
It's called trying
tea,
to move
peace
out of
tea.
your trauma. Ori, sorry that you don't have anyone that loves and cares about you.
Oh, I do. They just haven't died in a horrible fire.
Oh my gosh,
You wouldn't
maybe
know
we'll
because
become
you
a
haven't
Jerry
seen them in
Spring
5 years.
Rutherford
Well,
would like to step
I
forward.
think we all have a lot of secrets in this group, and you know what?
But some of
That's
us
okay.
haven't killed a whole people. Look around, Ori.
I mean, Oswald didn't do it himself.
He just admitted to it.
Surely you were tricked, Oddwald. I mean, it wasn't intentional. You didn't go there thinking that you were going to hurt a bunch of people.
No.
Okay. Well,
Well, he
Like
didn't
your
even hurt a
actions.
bunch of people. The entity killed a lot of people.
we still don't know exactly the causality quite yet, do we?
True.
We just know that there's correlation, if not causation. Oh,
I think it's pretty
did I just say
direct.
science?
Well, there's definitely correlation.
But
Correlation
Bohuckle,
for sure.
I think you can agree with me. I find this man highly suspicious. I find his actions
I don't think
illogical.
there's anything to be suspect about. He just came out right out with it.
Yes, but previous to him saying this, yes, I didn't have a good gut feeling about him.
Oh, well, you really hit it well.
I appreciate the sarcasm and the intonation there. I think it is important for people to be given a second chance, especially if there is good to be done for a sort of penance for what they've done. And
How about you go tell Riffin?
I'm not trying to tell you that your village was somehow not the loss of your village was not painful. But it seems to me that Oddwald right now has information and could be an asset to us. And I think he deserves the chance to redeem himself for his previous mistakes, as you have had, as I have had, Lord knows as Ori has had. And I think he deserves that opportunity to be extended to him just as you would anyone else.
Certainly willing to allow him to work to help solve the problem that he caused, but I don't think it's going to make it up. And he also has to go tell Riffin.
Well, we'd already talked about that.
I think that's quite reasonable.
No, I think he has to tell Riffin that he's the one that caused it directly.
We had already talked about that. And we'll cross that bridge, I'm sure, soon enough once we find Riffin.
Riffin appears out of the bushes. Hi, guys! Well, we still need to see Susan. You know, I think we need to come to terms with this information that you shared with us, Oddworld. I mean, it's a lot for us to take in, and you know, we'll try our best to find our own way of coming to terms with it. But for now, I think we still need to see Susan, since time is of the essence.
Time fixes all ailments.
Except being dead from a fire.
Abby. The voice of the narrator from the sky.
Don't forget, he fucked up.
Except being dead.
Fire.
Okay.
Wow, Oswald, I had literally forgotten all about your existence, and you just had to be
had to
one
pop
heck
right
of a
up.
guy.
We will pick up there, arriving at Alderheart next time. Thanks for inter and outer party conflict.
Inter and intra.
Inter and intra party conflict. What was his party? Him and the Cobblefright? That's so sad.
Yeah.
Both had infra
It's
and
true.
inter.
Hmm.
Just conflict. That's just the name of the episode. Conflict.
That's pretty good. Conflict and jelly.
The jelly conflict. The Great
The
Jelly Wars.
conflict.
Thanks for joining us. If you're watching, we appreciate you being here, and we will see you next time for more chaos and fun, I'm sure. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.